Pew. Oh wow. 15, 12, 51. Blah 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 blah. It starts here. Seriously, why can't you just literally just start with that instead of all this goddamn nonsense? Nobody wants your fucking explanation, you dick. I visited the novelist apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. That's pretty fucking hypocritical if you ask me. The key to dispelling the minister's doubt is now in bed coughing. Yo. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. Cough cough. I don't care about you. I'm skipping your dialogue. I don't care about you. He said he wanted a new lighter, but that's no reason to go outside late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. No, I'm not reading you. I'm my own man. I make my own choices. Let's go, Papa. I wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Amelie. Cause I'm a woman, I decide everything, even though it's not my right to do any of this. But I am a woman and I think I am so much better than anyone, even though one slight thing can make me go insanely fucking crazy and demonic, and then I still am the victim, cause I know how to twist things. It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved at all the same. Here it goes. How can you feel? And there's another lucky development too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. I need to possess the lighter. I lighted it. This like not gonna be. Shut up! I'm gonna keep roasting this fucking faggot, man. Making this goddamn walkthrough bullshit. Why not? Nope. I'm not reading you. What do you know about him, Mama? He's the only one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. Fucking alcoholic. You're reacting like that towards your child. You fucking alcoholic. Such an alcoholic, man. Fuck scoliosis, bitch looking ass. Go to the signal ledge, turn it. Red Falls. I hate you. Ledge. Ceiling ledge, the Red Falls, make the wall clock chime. Okay. Wall to make chime. Emma noticed the red. Turn the valve red landed on. Why do you all have to be so extra? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Am I glad that I am able to do all of this? She threw it in her fucking glass of wine. And she's still drinking it. I'm sorry, mommy, I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. What? She won't be able to escape on her own. Sorry, I'm too sick to get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess I just have to stay up there spinning too. Uh-huh. All that extra for this. Oh goody. Excuse me for a minute while I call Papa, okay mama? It'll only be a minute. Hello, Papa. Oh, really? Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What do you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind, it's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right, it was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight, thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, you mean old Mama? I mean your mother? What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, alright. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake, but it's alright now. Oh, okay. You're still young, there's a lot I can tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay? But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. When a game character has a better father figure than all you fatherless bitches. Mama, I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you, I didn't understand. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. And I promised to stop calling your novels weird and try to actually read them. Okay. You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Grab one of the candles and burn the fucking rope so that you get loose. Smash the glass. Cut the rope. And get loose. Honestly. All of a sudden everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand. Is this what family is all about? No. Family is nothing but backstabbing. I'm gonna use you. Or you're not worthy enough. You're not useful enough. Okay, there you go. Oh, you disagree with something? Oh, there's the door. That's family. It's all fun and games. When you get older, you grow up, and suddenly things are still the same. That's what family is. Family is, for me, in my experience, it's unfairness on top of hypocrites being hypocrites, fucking hypocrites, selfish, delusional. And it's funny that when you're talking to them about something and then you have to constantly give them evidence, but when you do it back, then that's a problem. When you call them out on their bullshit, then that's a problem. But you're supposed to just sit there, wave, and just take it constantly. Many people are like, yeah, that's normal. Just shut up and do it. Hey, pussy bro? No. I mean, I eat pussy. You are what you eat, right? And I also have a much bigger dick than each and every one of you, that's for sure. A bunch of shrimp dick, toenail sized dick, so. Yeah, bro, I'm going to the gym for my pump, but my dick is barely coming out. I don't know what the touch of a woman is. Some muscles grow, yeah, bro. In any case, the situation changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back. There's something in my eye. At least it feels like it. Apparently not. But Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as whatever as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to be still in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is gonna happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. Unnecessary prolonged dialogues. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister, it was nothing. What did he do? But one question I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course there is still the matter of the kidnapped victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Okay. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed, that was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Manipulator. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during the TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief of commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The courier lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigation report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory of the unit came up was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established, the facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work these past several years. Inspector whatever has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving a nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on the living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken and it proved to be a big mistake. What? Minister's mistake. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector whatever can hear this too. I am the main villain. There is so much I'd like to do of you to hear. It's about the mistake I made. Inspector whatever, when you first made that report about the manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of it firsthand. What's this? A month ago I signed the order to carry out Detective Zhao's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wait, don't deliver the document. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair and suffering began. Fear, despair and suffering. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind. I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remember, eh? Signing an execution order is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remember Inspector whatever report on the existence of a manipulator. A Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. Because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, the nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present. that I had actually been controlled. So in the end I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it was bound to happen. I explained it to her and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone to tweet immediately, I'm moving out. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with its thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I have been keeping my distance from anybody, everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living things. That's certainly not something I can do. Well, maybe you haven't tried enough. Huh? Apparently a different ghost gets different ghost tricks. No, maybe you're just not super ghost enough. Huh? But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector whatever. This manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there is a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Zhao, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit? Ghost? Gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have the urgent business to attend to. I recommend you to think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. This is Lin, I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is, it's kinda difficult to explain. Sizzle, if you dare come to the park immediately. Okay. It looks like your help is needed, Sizzle. Yeah, I guess so, huh? No. Documents? No. No. That phone's over there. Come on. Oh yeah. Bark. Yeah. And this is supposed to be Lin calls and I oblige. I take off toward Temsek Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds a new light on everything. Detective Zhao's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. That's right! Lin probably did shoot him, but was controlled by the manipulator. Ta-da! Could it be? Could Lin have been manipulated into shooting me? Wow! What a twist! Nice. One element, and the entire game can change. Chapter 14. Okay. Temsek Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I'm here. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least he isn't dead. But what did she find? Huh? What is he doing here? Let me spend a moment's time with you, my love. I don't care about you singing, bitch. A little late, it's already ice cold. Oh, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead, something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There in the grass, you better see for yourself. Looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it here, can we? Nope, I suppose not. It's so like you, to come looking for a music box and find a dead body instead. What can I say? I'm a detective, meaning? Well, a detective goes over everything with a fine-tooth comb, right? So there you go. Fine-tooth comb or none, you were bound to run across it. I mean, it is pretty obvious. Anyway, go on, Sizzle, get to it. What am I, your bloodhound? Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there? You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you, leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to pursue it thoroughly, examine it in detail. Never mind that right now, do you remember your name? My name, my name. What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay, come on, come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the rock of the gods with me. The night is no longer young, and as a matter of fact, daybreak approaching while we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. I hate this fucking pathetic faggot walkthrough creator. Nobody gives a shit. Just tell me the next step. Sure. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this rock of the gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the fourth leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Eek. I'm coming. I've located the target beauty, a girl of this bullshit. This is bullshit. Nah, this can't happen. The times are not adding up with this. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady, won't you come with me? Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Damsic Bark. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes, the power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. This is the same thing with you delusional fucking faggot zone. You think something is actually happening when it's fucking not. And you're so convinced that you're willing to alter reality in your own mind. Making you delusional, by the way. Like you really think. You keep telling yourself that you're a woman. And then quote unquote become a woman, even though that's impossible. And then try to force that into somebody else. That's you just being egoistic, narcissistic, and so fucking delusional. And then the same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely, that is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods? Or was it the ghost trick? Nah. It couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Look at that, there's another flame besides mine. Oh, so it's the flame of the god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so. Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably the flames doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god related. I'd better try talking to this person. What the? This person with much greater powers than me. It's you? Hey. Sizzle! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Yep. Delusional people will shut up once they are presented with the truth and nothing but the truth. But nowadays, even if you present them with concrete evidence right in front of their eyes, they're so mentally ill delusional that they just are beyond saving. Mister, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. Because he kept banging his head. After Miss Camilla went out when he left, he kept hitting his head over and over until he dies. I worked like crazy to make my own path and I did it. It fucking killed itself. Or not. And I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then here at this park I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked, you bet I did. And I went running after her too. And it gets run over. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady, please forgive me. Miss Camilla! I had to rescue Miss Camilla, it was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart, and then... I can tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And then I remember what you did for me, how you saved me. So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did. All this fucking typed letters on the screen, man. The only thing you need to do when you create a walkthrough is just fucking tell in the steps, you bitch! Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her, blah 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 blah. Now's my chance. I thought I saw the core. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sizzle. Go ahead and try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And so then you manipulated the Mino thing and threw it aside. Right on top of my head. Well, no actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sizzle. You can? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out in the corner of my eye. And it had to be a core too. A single leaf hanging from a tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button. That's incredible. And that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry, my powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck on the branch of the tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have been rained down on my head. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I prefer it on my head better than, you know, it's a wasp thingy. Why didn't you swap that missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further to use this all. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. I must admit, it's a fantastic spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you could do now, huh? If we work together, you and me. Sizzle, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course, naturally. Hello. So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something, the shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, a rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball, where is it now? Missile. Where is it? Where it is now, a missile can reach it. So that means we have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just touch the whatever icon. Okay. By the way, you'll be able to control me, and then if you want the touch the blah 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 blah, control will become back to me. By the way, you can switch between us with select too. Select, huh? I'll remember that. Okay, let's try it together. We can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Okay. A sizzle, go to the dumpster lid and lift it. Okay. Then continue over the far end of the seesaw by the globe climber. Well, would you look at that? There are sure a lot of round things around here. Oh boy, that means it's time for me, right? Oh boy. My hair is also round. Let's see to use... Okay, don't care. Have missiles swap the baseball with the basketball. Okay, but how do I do that then? How do I swap it, bruh? Oh. Swap. Okay. You will come along and start spinning the globe. While he's doing that, have Silza move to the center of the globe and spin it faster. You're in the way, you dog! Spin it fast to go up to 3 to the love ladder and rustle it loose. Go across the tree to the umbrella and close it, then open it again. The youth will run across the seesaw and the umbrella catches the basketball. Have Missile swap the basketball with the tire on the ground. But Mina falls down, pop up with the rugby ball. There, we moved it. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I can do it. It's just a few seconds. You'll swap Mina with the leaf, and then from there you can swap Mina one more time. The final moment is near. Are you ready? You bet. Finish the touches you can do with Missile. Swap Mina with the ball. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. We did it, didn't we? Didn't we? Fate averted, yay. Okay, so a bunch of dialogue in the goddamn walkthrough for no free reason. Expect for the brave little somebody. I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So, let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little while longer. Why? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Of course, you're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then to the present. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright after all. After all, she has me. Miss Sawyer in there. Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Eek. Miss Lynn. I'm going to leave it up to Missile. It kind of looks like Missile is being left up into the wind. Oh. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rocks of the god. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Pardon me, pardon me. My apologies, this is for you. Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Probably is all dialogue now anyways. Not at all, I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Can't cut your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be. Have you met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be coincidence, but apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about just to do that. What is the Rock of the God you keep mentioning? Don't you know it's right there in front of us? Missile, where? Wait a minute. You said gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? Rock of the Gods, Damask Park. The Rock of the Gods. The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about, it's a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that they changed my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek. Eek. Now, just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Recap of nonsense again. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer, that's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave up a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it, one of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods." Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Tamsik. Until this day, it lies sleeping deep in this park's earth. I never knew about this Tamsik. I always thought that the Deathrijar was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you would remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange that you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Tamsik after the name of this park that fell, whatever. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now, an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people to protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That's my mission. I see. I'm taking it with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was late wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about the Tamsik thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about new mysteries. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Will you? Will you really? Who knows? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. Go fuck yourself. We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector whatever, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See? He calls it the knack, looks like more brute strength to me. Here you are. you should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch mark? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's the kind of magician use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know, maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that, haha. In the case report there was mention of some scorch marks. Recap nonsense? Recap nonsense. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with the picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. And those marks would match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves that the contraption existed there in that room at that day. And it didn't work the way that your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly, some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as the Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It was a Detective Zhao. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Yoink. Sizzle, if you haven't come to my cell tonight, I would have been gone by now without ever having to know any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have been finally opened tonight. I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth out the truth about us. Fair enough, fire away. Sizzle told me all about it, Detective Zhao. About the manipulator, yes. And it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister too. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Sizzle, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too. There was also a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? I don't know. The contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right, I knew it. See, Detective Zhao? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Zhao about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I never heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Damn sick. Detective Zhao, you must have heard this name before. Damn sick. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago, you were there. So you found out about that, did you? I heard that a meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. It's true. Doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Zhao, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was a meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instance if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes. In the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Whoa, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the case. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. Okay. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years I've never forgotten the face. And then a few years later after that, when my wife Amila died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was my fate. I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I've done. Wow, you're so emo. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portraits, the final face I wanted to remember. Oh, sizzle. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait. Just a minute, that can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. Okay. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the one in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jowd, that can't be true. I just met Sizzle for the first time tonight, and he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sizzle. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Inspector whatever, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector whatever? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? Life is alive, even if it's the daughter of the death row inmate prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and we'll wait for our call. Wow, he's the bad guy. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector whatever. The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector whatever's call proved that to us. Dun dun. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further knowing than when I started.